Thank you, everyone. So I'm here to talk to you about STIPDG. I am the manager for this program, and STIPDG is a mouthful. It stands for Summer Transportation Internship Program for Diverse Groups. So it's housed within the large Department of Transportation, and interns do work throughout all of the different offices within the Department of Transportation. The internship itself is created and directly managed in partnership with the Washington Center by the Federal Highway Administration. But like I mentioned, interns can be placed in the maritime area, in highway and transportation safety, in more urban planning, public transportation offices. And within each of those offices, there's also, different teams, some working on engineering, data analytics, evaluation, human resources, professional development, community grant making, the list goes on. So this is a program that's open to all majors, and all skill sets are really needed within the Department of Transportation. So to give you kind of a bigger picture of how many folks come into the program, how large of a program this is, it is the largest cohort of the internship programs that we're talking about today. About 100 interns are selected every summer, but it is still competitive. So you really need to have a standout application. And I'll talk a little bit more about the process of selection so you know how that goes. In order to be eligible to apply, you do need to be a US citizen. You need to be enrolled full-time in a degree granting program. And I'll go through the specifics of what stage in your education you can be at, because it's quite specific to STIPDG. So STIPDG is open to community college students, four-year undergraduate students, and graduate students doing both two-year programs and three-year programs. So if you are in a two-year community college program, you will have to have finished or currently be in your first year, so that you'll be doing the STIPDG internship in between your first and second year. If you are in a four-year program, or maybe you're in a two-year program continuing on to a four-year program, you can do the internship between your second and third year, or between your third and fourth year. Unfortunately, if you're already in your fourth year, you cannot do it after you graduate. With the exception, if you are continuing straight into graduate school and you do have your acceptance already confirmed by early spring, when you have to submit your application, then that is continued ongoing education. So you could do it between your senior year of an undergraduate program and your first year of a graduate program, if it's all going to be continuous. And then if you're a graduate student, you basically just have to be have already completed your first year. So you can do it between your first and second year, or if you're in a three-year program like law school, between your second and third year as well. So I know that's a mouthful, and it's a lot to catch, but if you have any questions or confusions about what I just laid out, feel free to reach out to us. Also, if you look on our website, it's listed there. So you can look in more detail of where you fall into the eligibility as far as where you're at in your studies. There's a lot of benefits to this program. So in addition to like the other internship programs we're talking about today, this is a recruiting pipeline into the Department of Transportation. So that's a really big benefit if you're interested in a federal career, or if you just want to test that out for a summer, then this is a really great opportunity, because once you've completed the STIPDG or one of the other programs, that definitely will work in your favor when applying to permanent positions after you finish your schooling. So for the summer program, which I should clarify is a 10-week program, it's full-time, so Monday to Friday, 40 hours a week. You will have to complete timesheets. Housing is fully covered by the Washington Center will arrange it. If you're based in DC, which is about half of the interns, about 50 at headquarters, then you would live in the Washington Center's apartment building in downtown DC. If you are placed in one of the regional offices, because they do placements throughout 50 states and US territories, then you would be provided kind of an efficiency apartment with access to where your office is located. And in addition to that, undergraduates receive a $4,000 stipend, and graduate and law students receive a $5,000 stipend for the 10 weeks of full-time work. So next summer's application is due by January 31st, 2021. If you haven't started yet, please get started. If you hit any snags or have any questions, because the application portal can be a little daunting sometimes, you could just reach out to us. So start earlier than later so that we can help you along with the process. Next summer's internship will be from June 7th until August 13th. And similar to the other programs, you'll need a resume, one letter of recommendation, a transcript, and a writing sample to complete the application. And just to give you a sense of how the process goes for selection, all of the eligible applicants who come in, who submit by the deadline, the Washington Center will compile all of your applications and then provide that to the Department of Transportation. And it's actually the mentors, we call them, or the folks who will actually be your supervisors, who go through and identify who they would like to interview based on your skills, your background, your major, any other factors that you want to highlight in your application. And they will interview often multiple candidates and then make their selections. So it really is up to those mentors to decide who the final pool of selected interns will be. And then once you're selected, we start the placement process and the background check process. So if you have any questions about this internship, please email us at dotstipdig@thewashingtoncenter.edu, twc.edu. And my name, as well as Tiana's name and contact, are here for reference as well.